Hey guys, we're back with Amnesia Memories! And it's sexy Shin. I mean, what? Anyways, alright, like to hear the results of everyone's search.
ではまず私たちからだ。
Very well, we'll start first.
彼女を発見した現場で警察がマーキングしたと思われる痕跡を見つけた。
We found markings and traces likely left by the police at the scene where we found her.
小さくて申し訳ないが、デジカメの映像を確認してくれ。
They're kind of small, but you can see them from photos on this camera.
血の跡に見えるんですけど、これ。
These kind of look like bloodstains.
血の跡だろうな。
They are.
生々しい。
Ew, that's gross.
問題は血痕が2カ所に分かれているところだ。
The issue is that the bloodstains are in two different
どちら
places.
の血痕も比較的広い範囲にわたっており、彼女がある程度の時間倒れていたことを伺わせる。
Both stains are in a relatively wide area, so it's likely she collapsed in both for a decent period of time.
それが2カ所にあるってことは、途中で先輩が意識を取り戻して移動したってことですか？
If they're in two places, does that mean she woke up and moved to a different spot without knowing?
好意的に解釈すればそういうことになる。
Although, that theory is a bit reaching. That could explain it.
悪意に解釈するとどうなるんです？
How does this explain any sort of malicious intent, though?
彼女を移動させた人間がいる。
Someone moved her.
もう一つ気になるのは片方の血痕の脇にあった石だ。血が擦れたような跡が残っていた。
The most interesting of these were the bloodstains on a rock nearby. The blood appears to have been
彼
smeared.
女は後頭部を打撲しているな。その石で頭を打ったと考えるとちょうどいい位置にあった。
She received a blow to the back of her head, right? The position is just right for her head. It's just right for her head to have been hit with it.
落ちてきた時にそこで頭を打ったんじゃありません。何も気になりませんわ。
Couldn't she have just hit her head on it when she fell? That wouldn't be strange.
残念ながらその解釈は難しい。斜面を滑り落ちてきた後はもう一つの血痕に続いていたから。
That doesn't explain it. The traces of her sliding down the slope led into the other bloodstain.
つまり先輩が一回起き上がった後少し移動して転んで頭を打った。
So you're saying that she woke up and moved to the other spot, and then fell and hit her head?
非常に好意的に解釈すればそういうことになる。
Still reaching, but more probable. It would explain the head trauma.
一回起き上がって移動した。
You woke up and moved. Shin, you came for me.
だが警察が恋を疑っているのはこれが根拠なのではないかな。
But I think the reason the police suspect malicious intent is based off this.
だとすれば彼女の後頭部の打撲は転んで打った程度のものではなかったのだろう。
If you think about it, the blow to the back of her head wasn't something that happened from merely falling onto the rock.
例えば崖から落ちた彼女の生死を確認しようと近づいてきた犯人が起き上がった彼女を見て驚き、
There is a possibility that the suspect came to check if she was still alive after falling, was shocked to see her wake up,
とどめを刺そうと思い切り突き飛ばした。
then shoved her onto the rock in an attempt to finish her off.
そんな想像をしてしまうね、私としては。
That's what I would imagine
ち
personally.
ょっとやだ。
That's terrible.
どうかな、シン君。警察でそんなことを聞かれはしなかったか？
Breathing. What do you think, Shin? Were you asked anything like that by the police?
ああ、そういえば聞かれたような。なるほどね。そういう意味でしたか。
Yeah, they did ask me that. I see, so that's why.
ほら、分かってたんでしょ？
Hey, you already knew
も
that.
う一つ付け加えさせてもらえば、もし犯人と呼べる人物が実在したとしても計画的犯行とは考えにくい。
I'd like to add one more thing. Even if somebody committed this crime, it doesn't seem like it was deliberate.
血の跡をごまかそうという努力が全く見られなかったからね。
I couldn't find any effort in trying to hide the bloodstains.
なるほど。貴重な発見、ありがとうございました。
I see. Thank you for the detailed analysis. That was very helpful.
君の無実は証明できていないわけだけどね。
Unfortunately, we haven't managed to prove your innocence.
そうですね。いきなりは無理でしょう。
I suppose so, but I didn't expect it to be so easy.
君のグループは崖の上を見に行ってたんだね。
What about your group? You went to check at the top of the cliff, right? Whoops.
うちは特に何も。
We didn't really find much.
滑り落ちた跡を見つけて、先輩の記憶と間違いないことを確認しましたけど、それだけです。
Let's see. We found the traces of her sliding off, then asked if it matched her memories, that's all.
とりあえず、シン君と彼女の仲は良さそうだなってことなら分かったよ。
What we did see for sure was how well she and Shin were getting along.
私とオーナーのグループも特に何もありませんわ。面倒になってすぐ帰ってきました。
The lodge owner and I didn't really find anything either, so we came right back here.
で、沢とトーマは
What about you, Sawa and Toma?
それがね。
Well, you see...
何か見つけたんですか？
Huh? Did you find something?
俺たちはあの日別行動だったからお互いどの辺を歩いたか思い出しながらうろうろしてたんだけどね。
We acted separately that night, so we kind of wandered around trying to remember what we
現場
did.
から結構離れた場所ですごいもん見つけたよ。
But we did find something pretty crazy away from the scene.
これ見て、デジカメの画像。
Here, look at this picture.
血手形か。
It's bloody handprint.
そう見えるよな、やっぱ。そこら中にベタベタついてた。
It really does look that way. We found them here
こ
and
いつの
there.
血かな。
I wonder if it's Bailey's blood.
その可能性が高いな。
That's pretty likely.
そうじゃないとしたら、この近くで大出血した人間がもう一人いることになる。
If not, that means that someone else is bleeding really badly around here.
あと同じ場所に辺りを歩き回ってたっぽい足跡も見つけた。こっちの画像な。
Also, we found a bunch of footprints that look like somebody walked around the area
もうかな
here.
り摩耗してるし、同じとこを何度も踏んでるから靴の特定は難しいかもしんないけど。
They had worn away quite a bit, and they walked in the same places over and over. So it's hard to distinguish the shoe
警
prints.
察なら可能かもしれない。
The police might be able to figure it out.
俺もそう思う。
I think so too.
上等だ。これを警察に提出しよう。
Alright then, we should submit this evidence to the police.
ちょっと待ってくださいませ。
Wait just a minute.
これではまるで犯人がいるみたいではないですか。
This makes it sound like there really is a culprit.
私たちは真の無実を証明するために外を調べに行ったのではなかったんですの？
Didn't we all go searching for evidence to prove your innocence, Shin?
この手形と足跡は何です？
What are these hand and footprints?
これではまるでこの方を突き飛ばした人が動揺して徘徊していたみたいですわ。
It's almost like the person who pushed Bailey was shaken and wandered around confused.
うん、そういうことなんだろうね。
Yeah, that sounds about right.
それのどこが無実の証拠なんです？
What about that? Is evidence enough to prove anyone's
こ
innocence?
れは真が有罪だという証拠に見えますわ。
This is like evidence that Shin committed a crime.
これは誰か犯人がいたらしいっていう証拠です。
This is evidence to show that there really was a culprit.
それが俺かどうかはまだ決まってない。
This is nothing to show that I'm the one who did it.
詭弁ですわ。あなたじゃなければどなたなの？
Don't make excuses. If it wasn't you, then who was it?
さあね、例えばあなたとか。
No idea. Maybe it was you?
とにかくこれでほぼ確実に言えるでしょう。どうやらこの件には犯人がいる。
Anyway, now I can say this was near certainty that there was a culprit behind this
犯
incident.
人は何らかの理由で衝動的にこいつを混沌させ動揺してその場を逃げ出した。
That culprit had some reason for knocking Bailey out, then fled the scene while was still
動
upset.
揺していたため手形や足跡が残っていることも気にせずに帰ってきてしまった。
Seeing how clearly shaken they were, they didn't care about leaving hand and footprints and
名
returned
乗り出
home.
なかった理由は不明。名乗り出る前に俺が捕まってたから様子を見たのかもしれません。
We have no idea why they didn't come forward. They might have just watched the police take me away.
もちろんそうやって推理している君自身が犯人だという可能性も大いにある。
Of course, your clear understanding of what happened makes it highly likely that you're the suspect.
私はもう一つ興味深い話を聞いたよ。彼女は転落後意識があった可能性があるのではないかな。
I heard an interesting story. It seems that she could have been conscious after falling.
そうなんですか？
What? Really?
さてどうなのかな。
I don't know for sure.
本人に聞いてみようか。君には救助前の記憶があるんじゃないかな。
We should ask her. Bailey, do you have any memories of the time right before you were rescued? I don't remember.
ほう、 シン君は君に意識があったのではないかと疑っていたようだがね。
I see. Shin seemed to have some suspicion that you were conscious before we
私
found
と
you.
一休にそう質問してきたよ。その話はどこから出てきたのかな。
He came to ask both EQ and me about it. Where did this idea come from?
可能性の問題ですよ。
It was just a possibility.
俺は警察の言葉から誰か犯人がいる気配を感じてた。
Judging from what the police said, it seems like there was a
でも
culprit.
話を聞く限りでは衝動的な犯行だっていう印象を受けました。
But I also got the impression that the crime was committed on impulse.
だとすれば、こいつは犯人にそんな衝動が起こるような言動をしたんでしょう。
If that was the case, she must have said or done something to trigger that impulse in the
で
culprit.
なきゃ、いきなり危害を加えられる理由がわかりませんから。
If she hadn't, there wouldn't be a reason for the person to harm her like that. I have a feeling she didn't actually see Shin and she saw someone else, but she thought it was Shin.
しかし彼女は
In that
崖から
memory.
落ちて怪我をしていた。
But she had fallen through the cliff and was injured.
助けを求めることはあっても、相手の気分を害するようなことは普通言わないだろう。
She was likely asking for help. It wouldn't be very normal for her to say something hurtful to the other person trying to do that.
そこは想像するしかありませんね。人間、何に切れるかわかりません。
That's just something we need to think about. You never know what could cause someone to snap.
曖昧だな。
This is all too vague.
君がそもそも害意を持って崖から突き落とし、さらに息があることに気づいてとどめを刺した。
It's possible you pushed her off the cliff, intending to harm her. Then noticed she was alive and tried to finish
そ
her
う
off.
考えた方が手っ取り早いようだな。
That way of thinking would explain this far more easily, don't you think?
手っ取り早いのは確かですが、暴論です。今朝話した通り、転落が故意だった可能性はかなり低いの。
It might be easier, but it wouldn't make sense. Everything we've been talking about says that her fall was not intentional.
被害者であるこいつも最初から一貫して否定してる。
Even Bailey, the victim, has been denying it from the very beginning.
とりあえず崖から落ちたのは確実に事故だよね。
Yeah, I think we can say for sure that falling off a cliff was an
落ちた
accident.
後のことは何とも言えないけど、
But we can't say the same about what happened afterwards.
でも今の話聞くとやっぱりシンが怪しいって気がしてきちゃうんですけど。
But still, everything we talked about makes you, Shin, really suspicious.
ま、俺も怪しいのは認めるよ。
Yeah, I admit that the suspicion is kinda on me.
俺もじゃなくて、だって他の人には先輩をどうにかするような時間ないじゃないですか。
It's not just a little. Nobody else had the time to do anything like that
シ
to
ンは
her.
みんなを呼びに来るまでいくらでも時間があったけど、他のみんなは一緒に飛び出したんですよ。
You had as much time as you needed before calling us. But everyone else went off to search for her at the same time.
いや、一緒ではないな。少なくとも沢と遠野は単独行動だった。
No, we weren't all together. If you remember, Sawa and Toma went off on their own.
澤先輩を疑うんですか？
That's terrible. Are you suspecting Sawa now?
え？俺は疑われてもいいの？
Huh? So it's okay to suspect me?
私は別に特定の誰かを疑っているわけではない。可能性を指摘しているだけだ。
I'm not suspecting anyone in particular. I'm just noting the
シ
possibilities.
ン君に犯行の機会があったのと同様、真っ先に飛び出した沢と東馬君にも機会はあった。
Just like Shin had the opportunity to commit the crime, Sawa and Toma had their chance as
私が
well.
他のみんなを引き止めて指揮を執っている間に十分な時間があったはずだからな。
While I was gathering everyone and giving directions, they had plenty of time for themselves.
公平を期すために付け加えれば、私と一休が共犯だった場合も犯行は可能だ。
Just for the sake of fairness, I'll also say that it's possible that EQ and I did as well.
何しろ全員に捜索地点を指示したのは私たちだ。悠々と犯行を行っていても気づかれる恐れはない。
We're the ones that sent everybody off to various places. Nobody would have seen us commit the
さ
crime.
て、実際に犯行を行ったのは誰なのだろうな。
Now then, who exactly was it who committed this crime?
非常に公平なご意見をありがとうございます。
Thank you very much for your fair and unbiased comments. I have a feeling like my theory of her, that memory she had, she's like, Shin, you saved me, and that person was like, very, like they said, they dropped her because they're like, I'm not Shin. And they could have snapped thinking it was Shin. But I do have a suspicion on who exactly I think it is, but I'm not gonna say. Thank you very much for your fair and unbiased
じゃ
comments.
あ、あとは警察に任せましょう。ここで無理に犯人探しをして犯人を刺激するのは得
Let's
策じ
leave
ゃ
the
ありま
rest
せ
to
ん。
the police. I doubt we get anywhere if we try to discover the culprit now.
確かにな。
That's true.
とりあえず今日はもう日が暮れそうですし、明日帰るってことで。
The sun is starting to set, so we should all just go
証
home
拠の写
tomorrow.
真データは後でコピーして、俺とケントさんと右京さんの3人で持ちましょう。
Let's copy the photos of the evidence, then have Kent, Ukyo, and myself all hold on to a copy.
それなら犯人が誰でも確実に警察に渡るでしょうから。
That way, regardless of who the culprit was, it will reach the police through someone.
知りたいことはもう調べられたのかな？
Did you manage to find everything you were looking for?
おかげさまで。
Thanks to everyone.
こんなのって嫌です。こんなことのために来たわけじゃないのに。
I don't like this. I didn't intend to come here for something like this.
悪いなミネ。俺はこんなことのために来たんだ。
Sorry, Mine. I came here for exactly that. Okay. Water break. What's that look for?
さわちゃん、まだ寝ないのかな。夕方の話し合いからなんだかずっと怖い顔してるね。
Sawa still isn't going to bed. She's had kind of a scary look on her face ever since this evening's
パジャマ
talk.
に着替える様子もないし。
She hasn't even changed into pajamas yet.
あ、ごめん。もう寝る？いいよ、電気消して。
Oh, sorry. Are you going to sleep? You can turn off the lights if you want.
私はもうちょっとこのまま考えたいことがあるから。
I'll be a little longer. There are some things I want to think about.
どうしたんだろう。容疑者の一人みたいに言われて気に病んでるのかな。
What's wrong with her? I wonder if she's upset because she was treated as a
聞いてあげ
suspect.
たいけど、あんまり話したくなさそうな雰囲気だね。
I want to ask her, but it doesn't seem like she wants to talk about it.
まあ、見ててもしょうがない。とりあえず先に寝ようか。
Oh well, no sense dwelling over it. Let's just go to sleep first. Late night. Oh, something happened in the night. Oh, someone's screaming.
ちょっと、今の声ってさわちゃんじゃない？
Hey, wasn't that voice just now Sawa's?
君、起きて、電気つけて。
Wake up, turn on the lights.
やっぱり、隣のベッドに誰もいないよ。
I knew it, there's nobody in the other bed.
どうしよう。外に出てもいいのかな。
What should we do? Should we go
犯人
outside?
が斧持って立ってたりとかしないよね。
The culprit isn't out there with an axe or anything,
って
right?
いうか鍵開いてるし。
And the door's unlocked.
当たり前か。さわちゃんが開けて出て行ったんだよね。
Oh wait, no, that makes sense. Sawa probably opened it to go outside.
落ち着こう。とりあえずさわちゃんの様子を確かめないと。
I'm gonna save the game real quick. Wait. Okay, Orion, calm down. Anyway, we need to go check up on Sawa.
そう
Sawa!
そう大丈夫か。
Sawa, are you okay?
あ、シンとトーマがもう来てる。
Oh, Shin and Toma are already here.
落ち着いて深呼吸して。もう大丈夫だ。みんないるからな。
Calm down, breathe deeply. You're okay now. Everyone's here, right? She doesn't seem alright.
誰かに突き落とされた。
Just someone pushed me.
なんだって。
What did you say?
トイレ行こうとして階段とこ出たら誰か人がいて。
I was going to the bathroom. When I got to the stairs, someone was there.
突き落とされたよ。
Then they pushed me.
怖かったな。もう大丈夫。
There. I'm sure it was scary, but it's all okay now.
大丈夫じゃないよ。犯人がいるよ。やっぱりいるんだよ。
We're not okay. There's a criminal here. They really are here.
そうだな。
Yeah, you're right.
なんで犯人が沢を狙うんだ。
Why would they attack you? Huh?
俺たちが話してた犯人はこいつを狙ったやつだぜ。なんで沢を狙うの。
The criminal we talked about should have been aiming for Bailey. Why would they attack you?
つうかな、 それ本当に突き落とされたんだったか。落ち着いて思い出してみろよ。
And are you absolutely sure you were pushed? Calm down and try to
話
remember.
をした後だろ。ちょっと押されても突き落とされたような気分になれ。
We talked about something like that earlier. Maybe it just felt that way because of the way you were touched?
そういうことじゃないか。よく思い出してみろ。
Could that be possible? Just try to remember.
そう言われるとそうだったかも。
Now that you mention it, you might be right.
だからちょっと落ち着けよ。
Right, so calm down first. Okay.
よかった。落ち着いたみたいだね。
Whew, that's a relief. Looks like she's calmed down.
でも本当はどうだったんだろう。犯人がやったのかな。
But I wonder what really happened. Was it really the culprit?
見事なものだが、自分が突き落としたのだとしたら大した演技だな。
Pretty impressive, though. If someone here really did push her, they could put on quite an act.
え
Huh?
全員部屋にいたんですか。
Was everyone in their rooms?
もちろんおとなしく寝てたよ。問題の容疑者3人は起きてたみたいだけどね。
Of course, I was in bed. Although it seems like the 3 suspects in question were all up.
容疑者って私も？
Suspects? Wait, me too?
まあ、犯人が襲われたふりをするというのはミステリーの定石だからな。なんとも言えないだろう。
Well, it's a pretty established tactic for culprits in mystery stories to fake being attacked by someone.
私はやってない。私の肩誰かが本当に押したんだよ。
I'm not faking anything. Someone pushed my shoulder. It's true.
積極的に疑っているわけではない。可能性を指摘しているだけだ。
We aren't saying you really did it. I just stated that it's a
可
possibility.
能性だってないよ。なんでそんなことしなきゃいけないの？
It's not even a possibility. Why would I ever do something like
だっ
that?
て、
Let's see.
証拠隠滅のため外出しようとしたとき、誰かが出てくる気配を感じ、とっさに演技した。
What if you were trying to go out to dispose of some evidence? Notice someone approaching and put on this act.
そんな。
No way!
まあ、それも一つの可能性ですね。
Well, it's true that it's a possibility.
何にしろ、今夜は部屋の外に出るのを控えてもらった方が良さそうです。
Regardless, I think it would be best if everyone stayed inside their rooms for tonight.
犯人に襲われるにしろ、犯人扱いされるにしろ、ろくなことにならない。
Whether you're attacked by the culprit or treated as a suspect, nothing good will result from it.
証拠隠滅をしに出かけたいだろう犯人さんに言ってるんですが。
And of course, I'm directing this at the culprit who wants to dispose of evidence.
おい、
Bailey.
万が一沢の転落が事故でも自演でもない場合、お前が危険かもしれない。
Regardless of whether Selwa's fall was an accident or an act, it's even more dangerous
もと
for
もと
you.
犯人はお前を殺しかけたから犯人なんだ。
The culprit in question is a criminal who tried to kill you after all.
積極的に危害を加えることはないだろうと思ってたけど、甘かったかもしれない。
I used to think they didn't intentionally try to hurt you, but I was just
も
being
し犯人
naive.
が邪魔な人間を排除する覚悟を決めたとしたら、お前が狙われる可能性もある。
If the culprit is determined enough to eliminate people who interfere, they might attack you
も
directly.
しお前が崖下で何をされたかはっきり思い出したら、犯人にとってはことだろうしな。
After all, if you were to remember exactly what happened at the bottom of the cliff, it would be bad news for them.
どうしよう。どうすればいいの？
What should we do, Bailey? What could we even
とにか
do?
く今夜は俺の部屋に泊まれ。一晩様子を見よう。
You should stay in my room for the night. I'll watch over
どう
you.
もお前どっかで一人で寝て。オーナー、部屋を都合してください。
Toma, you can sleep somewhere else. Sir, would you mind letting him another room?
ええ、まあそれは構いませんが。
Okay, I don't mind.
さあ、お前はミネのとこ避難して。
Sawa, you go stay with Mine.
確かにそれは安心だけど、いいの？
Well, that would be safest, but is that okay with you, Bailey?
なんだよ、その疑いの目は。緊急避難だ。手は出さないっての。
What's with those doubtful eyes? This is an emergency. I won't do anything inappropriate.
手を出されることだけを警戒してるとは限らないよね。
She might not just be wary of you doing something inappropriate.
それは、俺が犯人としてこいつに疑われてるかもしれないってことですか？
Are you trying to say it's because she suspects me of being the culprit?
だってそうじゃない。君は3人の容疑者のうちの1人だよ。避けておいた方が安全だよね。
Isn't that true? You're one of the 3 main suspects. It would be safer if she avoided you.
他のやつは信用できない。
I can't trust anyone else.
やっと本音が出たね。
So you've revealed your real
今、
thoughts.
他の誰ともいてほしくない。トーマとも、サワともだ。
I don't want her to be with anyone else right now, not even Toma or Sawa.
でもね、シン。俺としては、お前も信用できないよ。
You know, Shin, I can't trust you
犯
either.
人かもしれないとは言わないけど、男としてこの状況を利用しないとは限らないんじゃないの。
I'm not saying you're the culprit, but you might still take advantage of the situation as a man would.
さすがにそこまで飢えてねえよ。
I'm not that desperate for some
どう
action.
だかな。
Oh, really?
ではどうだろう。一番危険な立場である彼女にどこで寝るか選んでもらっては。
Well then, how about this? Since she's in the most dangerous position, she should choose where she feels safest. What?
彼女は唯一犯人の可能性がゼロだと言える人間だ。
It should be the person you can most confidently say has zero chance of
彼
being
女
the
と寝
culprit.
るのを拒みたい者はいないだろう。公平だと思うが。
There's nobody here who would object to watching over her, right? This sounds the most fair.
わかった。選べよ。誰と寝たい？
I got it. You choose whose room you want to sleep in.
どうする？誰のそばが一番安全だと思う？
What are you gonna do? Who do you think is the safest option? Well, we're gonna save, and we're gonna end the episode right there. Yeah! Cliffhangers. Okay. Bye, guys.